Hey, what's going on, folks? This is Ted back again with Tech Vitamins, and today we're going to be bringing you our full hands-on review of the new Samsung Series 5 Chromebook by Google. Now, if you're not familiar with this device, this is the, I guess you could kind of say it's a netbook with Google's own operating system on there, which is the Chrome OS. Now, what you get so far as hardware-wise is pretty decent. CPU is an Atom N570 processor. Now that's a dual-core processor running at 1.6 gigahertz, and you also get a nice LED backlit screen coming in at 12.1 inches. Yeah, coming in at 12.1 inches, and your memory you get isn't the greatest amount, 2 gigabytes, but I'd say for anybody who's going to be doing anything on this laptop or Chromebook, excuse me, 2 gigabytes should be plenty. Now with the there's two manufacturers of the Chromebook right now currently. Samsung, which is this one I have here in front of me, and then Acer. Now Acer's kind of Acer's model is kind of like the little brother to the Samsung, if you will. It's got a same processor, same amount of memory, just a little bit smaller screen at 11.6, I believe. Now your communications that you get in both of them are Wi-Fi 802.11 A, B, G, and N. But there were some issues with some of the security, some wireless security protocols, and I'll speak on that a little bit later. Now the price for the Samsung model is $429 for the Wi-Fi only version and $499 for the Wi-Fi and 3G version. Now, been a little bit of an uproar about the price. Some people, well, a lot of people don't really think that that's not too competitive for netbooks around the same specs. But I think the Wi-Fi only is decently priced. I would have liked to see the Wi-Fi coming in at $399 and the 3G version coming in at $449. I'm sure that would have made them fly off the shelves a little bit quicker than they are now. So let's go ahead and jump into it. So this is what you get when you boot up into it. Well, you do get a login screen. Now Google is claiming that this will boot in a matter of seconds, and it does. Let me tell you, it does boot up quite quickly, and that is one of the things that I like the most about it. Now I have had this for, I'd say, for about a week now, and you know, my initial thoughts were, you know, Google's coming out with their own Chrome OS. It's got full support, full integration of all their Google apps, the Google Web Store, Gmail, Docs, as you can see, and Calendar, and YouTube. So for me, being as Google owns me, I use all of their services. You know, I thought this would be great. You know, long battery. Google's claiming that the battery will last you all day, and I can attest to that. I charged it all night the very first night I've got it, and I've been using it, I'd say, 4 to 5 hours a day. And what's my battery at? My battery is at, I'd say, it looks like about 50% visually. So great battery. You get a nice full keyboard, as you can see. You know, and then the top row doesn't have any function keys. It's got kind of like this nice, I guess you could say, shortcuts for web and for some of the more, you know, some of the functions that you'll be accessing more so on a daily basis: volume up, volume down, screen brightness, and so on. So like the screen, like the keyboard, Now they're also claiming that the update process is going to be much more simple, but updates were never really, you know, difficult thing for me. You turn it on, it says it's got to update. You click a button, and go grab a cup of coffee or something. But some users we have out there don't ever update it. They'll see the pop up and just click it off. Well, here Google forces you to update. As soon as you update and you have as soon as you open up the book and log into the Wi-Fi network, or if you've got the 3G, as soon as you acquire a cell signal, the Chromebook will automatically update itself. It doesn't take any interaction from the user at all. So I do like that, but never really a problem for me in the first place. And it's a very simple operating system. You boot up, and if you're familiar with the Chrome web browser, then you should have no problems getting around here. You can open up new tabs with the same shortcuts. I mean, it's basically it's the Chrome browser. You got the web store, same way as they showed you before on the regular Chrome browser. But one thing I did notice that I'm very excited for in the future is I was poking around in the store, and there was a web app that kind of gave you a Windows kind of GUI, if you will, or an Ubuntu kind of GUI. It gave you a GUI with a desktop and some icons. So I'm very excited to see how that plays out in the future. Very lightweight. I could see myself carrying this around all day and not have any problems with it, as opposed to what my buddy Matei carries around, which is this huge 17-inch laptop. So very lightweight and portable. And another great thing is when you do log in, it brings over everything for you. And I mean, it brings over your theme if you have any. Brings over your settings. It also brings over all of your extensions, bookmarks, and your web apps. So you don't have to do any configuration or anything like that. All of your settings and configurations are all there from the get-go. Yeah, so I mean, on the surface, everything sounds and looks great, but as I got into digging around and playing with the Chromebook, there were some things that I didn't like, and they were kind of a hindrance, if you will. Who is this going to really be for? Power user? No, not yet. I think they've got a little ways for that, because a power user is going to want to, they're going to have their favorite programs for what they do daily, so getting them to jump over to the cloud Chromebook OS, I don't think that's really going to be a possibility. Who I think this would appeal to is going to be maybe elderly people, less technically savvy people. Not that I'm knocking those people, but this would be perfect. And then also in a business environment. Everything is kept on the cloud. You don't have to worry about the quote-unquote ignorance of multiple end users that you have to support in the business. So from an IT standpoint, this would be a great addition to any I'd say large corporate business, all the way down to the small office or home office users as well. Now, another thing that I ran into that didn't rub me the right way is there's no support for multiple owners. So the first person that opens up the Chromebook and signs in with their Google credentials is locked into being the owner, right? For now. So, but I'm hoping that Google and Samsung will correct that, because that's a big no-no for me. And another thing that kind of got under my skin is that they're pushing for you to get away from all of this local storage and store in the cloud, if you will. So that brings me to another one of the differences between the Chrome operating system and the actual Chrome browsers, that they've gone ahead and built in a file browsing system into Chrome OS. So you see that little notification that the device is being scanned, and I have put in an SD card right down in here, and so it brings up this file browser, and up at the top you've kind of got like your hierarchical tree, if you will, and don't have anything on here right now. But one of the other problems is that they're running into issues with support for file extensions. Now you've got support for your basic file extensions, your .gif, your .jpeg, text, .txt files. But if you try and load up anything like, say, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, or anything like that, you would think that it would just pop up Google Docs and everything would be good to go. But nah, that's not the case. You get a nice, pretty little error. Now I did do a little bit of poking around on the web, and I did find out that Google is going to be releasing some updates to address that. So we'll just have to be a little patient with that as well. Okay, so final thoughts of the Series 5 Samsung Chromebook. Decent hardware for the money, but like I said, I would have loved to see the Wi-Fi come in at $399 and the 3G come in at $449, $450. That would have been awesome. I love it. I'm not anti-Google. Don't want you to think that, like I said, Google owns me. But I may be coming across as a little harsh on their new operating system and hardware. But like I said, I really would have liked to see it at that lower price. Great battery. Great keyboard, full-size keyboard. I hate those little tiny netbook keyboards. Decent sized screen, which is great out in the open because it's nice and matte, so you're not going to get any nasty reflections, as you can see here. And you know, the way that it powers down and powers up. You know, I mean, I can close it. It'll go off, and then within a matter of seconds, I'm back up browsing. So I mean, that is great in its own, and brings over all of your previous settings and everything else that you have had in the past with the Chrome browser. But again, like I said, I would have loved to see it at that lower price. And yep, that's going to be it, fellas, for our look at the Chromebook OS. Or I'm sorry, first look at the Chromebook and Chrome OS. So let us know how you feel about it. Leave some comments, good or bad, and thanks for watching. Take care.